Alright, thanks for tuning in to Leading Forecast. I'm Joseph Cooper, and a little bit to talk about some more severe weather coming up over the next few days. Here we go. Radar right now, showers and thunderstorms off to the northeast with that system that came through over the past couple of days that spawned some tornadoes in Iowa, Wisconsin. Some pretty good tornadoes with that, and now you can see the showers and thunderstorms moving off the east coast. We have another system that's out across the west with the low across the Texas Panhandle area, and then another one out across southwestern Missouri. These are causing some showers and snow showers at higher elevations out across the west, and then a little system crossing the Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota area today or this afternoon. Going on over to the satellite, not a bad day out there. We had a lot of clouds out across the western portion of the nation, but if you lived in the east, you were pretty clear for most of the day. You can see this big cloud deck out here to the west. That's our next system that's going to be filtering in here over the next few days. Here we go. Tomorrow, Storm Prediction Center. Moderate risk out across southeastern Kansas and eastern Oklahoma here. Damaging winds, large hail, maybe some isolated tornadoes as we get into the afternoon hours. In fact, these could initiate pretty early. I think anywhere between maybe 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock their time, we'll start to see initiation. Really good storm chase day as long as those storms can kind of stay discreet. Right now we're having, we're thinking these could end up being a little bit more linear. This is as we get into Friday afternoon, slight risk. Storm Prediction Center saying it's going to go back into Illinois, maybe even northern Indiana, and then back point south towards the Gulf Coast. I think you end up seeing this from central Louisiana north, and then rides right up I-70 from St. Louis to Richmond, Indiana, and then back south to about Pensacola, Destin, Florida area. And that place will be under the gun. I don't know if we'll see a moderate risk Friday. If we do, it'll probably be, I'd say, southern Illinois through western Tennessee. And here we go. Let's get on over to the 500 millibar map, and you can see this is tomorrow afternoon. Low pressure center at 500 millibar over southern Kansas. Really start to get a lot of digging in here. Start to get the trough slightly negative tilted. A lot of upward momentum with this by this time. This is why we're watching for the potential for tornadoes tomorrow. I mean, we'll have good lifted index and instability and all that good stuff, as well as some good dew points. But when you add the negative tilted trough at 500 millibar, it just adds a little bit more to it. As we get into Friday afternoon, here we go. Low pressure center at 500 millibars now across central Missouri. And look at this. This is what I talk about when I talk about diffluent flow. These two blue lines. This one coming up through Illinois and pointing northwest by the time it gets over the top of the low, and then the southern one going off the Gulf Coast here. And you get all this tight wind energy compacting itself down from Missouri through the Gulf Coast, and then by the time it gets off to the east, it spreads out. And it needs air, so it takes air from the ground and lifts it up through the atmosphere. So we get this upward motion. Quick upward motions really help these thunderstorms. Right now, it's going to be interesting, the afternoon hours on Friday to see what we can get going here, especially out across the Midwest. I think the South has a good chance, but depending on the instability we end up building in Friday afternoon, will be Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, probably Missouri, very southeastern Missouri, and Tennessee. We'll have to wait and see how the instability works there. As we get into Saturday, trough digging in, moving off across the eastern portions of the nation. Thunderstorms and some rain showers across the east, probably from New York all the way down the coast here, and we'll show you that in a second. Here we go as we get into tomorrow afternoon. The precip model, low pressure center now across central Kansas. We have the warm front now across Missouri, draping down into Kentucky and Tennessee. Storms start to break out along the dry line feature, cold front dry line feature down across central Oklahoma. And again, damaging winds, large hail, maybe some tornadoes tomorrow afternoon. Then as we get into Friday afternoon, here's your low, and kind of an oblong shaped low here, and it could hinder a little bit of tornado development if there is any on Friday afternoon. Might mess up the surface winds a little bit. Cold front now coming across the south here. Thunderstorms breaking out. Southern Illinois all the way down through probably Mississippi, maybe even down in Louisiana. And then the warm front draped across I-70 with showers and thunderstorms breaking out across Indiana as well as into very western Ohio. We'll have to wait and see how the severe weather ends up on Friday afternoon. I think we probably see severe weather. Best chance will be southern Illinois down through Mississippi. We'll have to wait and see. Then as we get into Sunday, low pressure center now up across the Great Lakes area, cold front extending all the way down to the Gulf Coast. Showers and thunderstorms break out from New York all the way down through Georgia, some of those could be severe. I think damaging winds and maybe some hail will be the big risk as we get into Saturday afternoon. So that's really all I have for now. We have more systems coming up after that, and just a really active pattern. I think we're going to be in that active pattern for a while. So anyways, that's all I have. Also make sure to tune in to swiftchaseteam.com. We'll have video up a little later on our storm chase that we were up in Wisconsin for on Sunday. Got some pretty good video there, and hoping we can find some stuff in it. We were very, very close to 2 or 3 tornadoes, and hoping we can adjust the contrast so you can see those. So anyways, that's all we have for now. Make sure you can view this on swiftchaseteam.com as well as the dailyforecast.net. And that's all I have for now. Have a great week.